Anyway, let's go. It's a real good opening break, but he's no shot on the red 3.
Yeah, and it seems like, you know, we've talked about this table all week being really hot on the break. Copigny to open this final 16 day has really shown us balls on the break, or maybe a give it, but it's all about getting shots after that break, and that's eluded Mr. Zielenski here to start. This is where also I think Federer's really shored up his game on the push out side of things tactically. Oh, he's got a little piece here, so he's going to coast behind the brown.
Yeah, decent safety shot there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if he's comfortable, you'd like to kick straight across, trying to go at the bottom half of this 3. That really lends a lot of different safeties behind the brown. He may fluke the pink. This is the type you don't mind, though. You're looking straight across at it.
10.
Should be judged very well. I caught it a little heavy. May get away with it. We got all kinds of scores still going on from the early rounds. With Copigny with such a decisive victory. Of course, Niels Fan has moved on and beat Albin Ocean, so we've lost another former world champion and another one that was trying to get that U.S. Open that had eluded him his entire career. Niels Fan in the same spot. We got Alexa Paselj and Johan Schuh at 8-6. And then Bo Annan, who had a 5-0 lead, is only up 6-4 now over Duong Quoc Wong. So you got to believe he's got the momentum.
Yeah, Johan Schuh was 8 up as well over Paselj. So Paselj won the last 4.
Paselj, yeah, former semifinalist in
10.
This event a couple years ago, I believe it was, whenever Ko Ping Chung took it down. Nervy shot with the speed, trying to control the object ball and the cue ball, but he's done well.
Done very well. Like that one.
Extension cool.
He's facing the man who's the best in the world with the short cue. The short cue is what we call the jump cue. He's flying over the 8 ball. He's trying to pop the red 3 in the bottom right. There's an outside chance of the 9 ball moving. Maybe even fluking the pink 4, so pay attention.
Yeah, and the funny thing about him compared to others, he's not that big of an underdog here. Boy, he really got into that. A lot more power than he usually exhibits on the jump. I think he's really changed the technique that everyone has. A lot of times it's just a nice little wrist action right there at impact. Tough little opener for Zielenski, but I think he'll attack.
Yeah, I think he can swing the cue around, kind of come 2 or 3 rails for a shot on the pink 4.
10.
Maybe a bit of two-way behind the 7-9, and that was way heavy. Yeah, so 2 really nice safeties that were awfully touchy, but not so good there on the open offensive shot.
Yeah, that's a little bit worrying for Zielinski. Didn't even threaten the pocket. It was a mile away.
10.
Gorst following suit. Edgy first rack here.
Yeah, and I know he's, but you know, you always kind of watch Federer. I think he's a fun guy to watch. I like watching how he works around the table, and guy you can always learn something from. But and of course he's world #1, so he's going to get those eyes. But I haven't seen hardly any mistakes from him all week. I'm talking about making the ball, position, safeties. Doesn't really matter. It's been all on point. But I think he leaves that first 3 ball behind pretty well, though, right?
Yeah, this rack is not over by any stretch. Still got to take care of a couple of good positional shots here. He's got to get this one right. Doesn't want to land funny on the green 6. Looks to have fell okay as long as he's got a piece of an angle he can come across. Over on table 2, Johan Chua was 8-2 up over Alexa Purcell's. Purcell's just missed a real easy ball in the side. Chua's about to knock the 9 ball in. 9-6 now.
Yeah, that little angle you were talking about, he could have used a little more, because now he's going to have not so much troubles making the 7, but what type of good position on the 8 can he really get? Oh, he was able to avoid the 9, so that really helped. Didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, where's this cue ball finished? Oh, he's okay. He's off the rail enough.
Yeah, there's a lot more angle on this shot, though, than it appears. And Zielenski always one of the best not using a rail or just kind of like the one rail position.
Special, it's the fact that he lost in the final the previous year. Another good break here. Doesn't look like he's going to be having a shot though.
Yeah, I think the pink's got him cut off, and pushing out is always difficult, even more difficult at this level, the highest level on the planet.
This is what pool is about. You can just break off, hope you make the one in the side, play a good cue ball. Some days you're going to get a look at the lowest ball, other days you're not. This is the art of being a pro. Now he's got to think about where he's going to play the push out. If you're wondering what the push out is, after the break, a player can hit the cue ball anywhere on the table. He can pot a ball. So he's going to roll the cue ball up towards the upper right. Fedor Gorst will come to the table.
Fedor, it's your choice.
There you hear the referee, Ben Taylor for Wiktor, say it's your choice. He can play the shot or he can give it back to Wiktor. So you've got to think carefully.
Yeah, I tell you, he's giving him a natural bank here, and one of the best bankers on the planet. I mean, cross side's not too hard here. Got a good chance of pocketing the 7, possibly coming off the 7 out for shape. Don't think he passes this. Good thing for Zielenski, he's cut off the bottom of the cue ball, so it's got to be a top ball, and again, going towards the brown.
Can't really blame him for shooting that ball, but he's missed it.
Yeah, he had 2 ways to stay at the table, narrowly missing both, and now he's left a bit of a tester, but with the combination there, gotta like chances of continuing a run here in game number 2.
Doesn't matter if the blue ball follows the brown 7 in here. He may have preferred it the way he's left it. Wanted to hit the brown 7 a little fuller. The fact that he hit it too thin is why it's come to the bottom rail.
Yeah, and he's got an odd shot here. Go 2 rails between the 9-6. That's fairly natural, but you got to hit the mark. You come backwards with the cue ball. You got to be aware of letting up on the swing a little bit, maybe the upper right corner.
Called.
Gotta tell you what I saw there. A little bit of a decel on that combination. Maybe a lot of times you get those balls hanging. You think it's just Cinch City, really.
Pretty smart shot overall.
Yeah, he's going into the purple 5, I think. Naturally rolling the ball. Don't know know if he really wants to dig on this. He'll love that. Love that for sure.
Yeah, match has just started over on table 3. We have the Filipino Jeffrey Roeder. He's up against, well, the man who's won the last 2 open events on the circuit, Aloysius Yap. They're still playing Rec 1.
Yeah, much cleaner strike there on the 6 from Zielenski. Have to let the stroke out a bit. Looks like he can cheat this, maybe come 2 cushions, play a 9 in the side. May have to draw the ball. A few different strokes here in game 2 that I don't think is going to hurt Zielenski at all. He's broke the balls very well without getting a shot. I've only known one that ever did that, Marlon Manola, and what a QS he was. I'm telling you, he's got this breakdown pretty well. The 2's kind of by itself. That's always a good sign. So he's going to get to continue this run. Type of shot he may have to let the arm loose a little bit. The cue ball swing maybe 4 rails around.
Yeah, we've seen what happened in Rack 1 when he had similar shot. This feels a little easier though. Cue ball might not be easier though. He's got to avoid this 9 ball.
Yeah, as long as he makes the ball though with that 4-rail path. I mean, he's got to worry about the 6, right? There's some cover up, but I really don't feel like too much bad can happen as far as snookers or scratches, anything like that.
I feel like he could go 2 rails slow, but he's not. He's caught the 9, but what's he left? Well, he's got to be happy with that.
Yeah, he's got a natural cannon into the 6, so doesn't have to worry about the angle as much. Maybe has to elevate the cue a little bit, though. But just getting to let the arm swing a little bit on that 2 ball, that really helps.
Extension call.
Touchy little shot, though, if he's got to elevate. Back of the cue is definitely in the air. You can't tell from the overhead. All right, just go forward. Play the purple up long, most likely.
One thing we do know, the more racks Zielinski keeps winning early on, he'll just relax really into this game. That's kind of his style of play.
He's gotten perfect here, really. Just a little pinch of the cue ball, come 1 rail at the 8. May fall a little on top of this to where he's drawn on top of the 9. Don't really see the scratch line, like that's a worry. I think it's more about now he's got to command the speed because the line on the 8 isn't that great. Kind of stunned it. Really good at that shot.
Yeah, that's a shot the pros need to have in the locker.
Wiktor Zielenski wins.
Concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was in those races to 11. You may even think something different in this race to 10. But, you know, Zielenski really hasn't gotten that many shots after the break. He's got another little look at the 2, but not a whole lot on offer. He played some nifty safeties, I thought, that were pretty touchy. Another one coming. This is also where you can't, you know, when it's obvious, you never want to leave the ball over the hole, but this is going to open up a little bit for Fedor, but I don't think you can get over involved with how good Fedor is with the jump cue. Try and alter your safeties a little accordingly just because he's liable to make anything with the short cue. I think you just got to keep it fairly standard. He makes that big jump shot on you. You just got to take it.
So is that the only place you can see this?
Yes.
I'm not really sure what he's eyeing up here. Looks like he's trying to put some speed on this. What a shot.
Didn't even look at that one. That was a beauty. It really was. What a shot. What a way to try and get back in the match. Yeah, beautiful setting, beautiful arena. Look how thin that was. Straight in the middle of the pocket.
Yeah, and not only severity of the cut, but to be able to hit it with so much confidence when cueing near the rail. And again, we all talk about his fundamentals are so pure. It helps out with every situation. I think Fedor did play his first match, of course, as defending champion on this table, but I think he's been on tables 2, 3, and 4 for the most part, so maybe has to get back adjusted. Yeah, on table 4, the Matchroom YouTube table. Wong was down 5-0 to Michael Bohan, and now about to tie him with an easy 9-ball at 7 apiece. So really the most drama of any of the first round matches.
Well, Johan Chua also served up a little bit of drama. He was 8-2 up over Alexa Purcell. Johan Chua just got the match won 10-7. What has Fedor Gorst done here?
Yeah, and he hit the center of the pocket, so just way off with the measurements on the cue ball. Not the easiest of safeties either. I mean, you can maybe get a snooker. He's just going to kind of get this up table, trying to use the 8 and 9, bring the cue ball over to the side cushion. Oh, he double hit the ball, it looked like, or miscued. There was a funny sound there, Carl.
Yeah, I'm with you. It didn't sound how it usually does. And look at the of Gorst. Maybe a hair and miscue. This is what can happen when you put a player under pressure. Fedor just not at the races at the minute. This was a gift.
Wiktor Zielenski wins the 4th rack.
He does win the 4th rack.
Many-time champion with the Mosconi Cup. Won many different disciplines and championships, and just the U.S. Open has gotten away at times, and still got a chance. Those semifinalists 2 years ago, was going to say, I like attacking on that shot there, but I think I would have tried to hump it in a little bit more, put a little more pace, try to get that cue ball to the bottom rail.
Kind of feels like it's now or never.
Oh, nothing natural about this. He's got to get into it. The good thing is the path for the cue ball should be somewhat where it's at now. This may drop on him a bit. Now, this is probably a hanger for Fedor Gorst, but if he does have to jump the ball.
Extension called.
Yeah, just got a little bit too much into the cue ball.
Yeah, now, does a player that feels like they're supposed to make these types have more pressure to make it, Carl? I never felt much pressure on jumps just because I felt like I was an underdog.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. That gives you an idea how easy it is. Yeah, it's unmissable. Even you'd make that one, Jeremy.
Yeah, that last camera angle, I felt pretty good about making it. Yeah, I would have bet a burger on it, or maybe a double burger. But big little out here. I know they're wide open, but he's got to get on the board. Even though he's number one and everyone knows him, they're all wondering what he's going to do every match. Still got to remind your opponent you're there.
Yeah, Fedor will feel like he should have won 2 of the opening 4. Yeah, that's finished up lovely. 2 rails now with the cue ball. Does this a lot, Fedor. He likes to really look down the line of the pot.
10.
Yeah, he's really a guy that relies on his process when the nerves are high.
Didn't let up on the cue ball there as well. He wanted to get as close as he possibly could to the 9.
I think another real threat is something we just saw from Fedor Gorst, the break shot. Got a lot of balls to get around here. The purple 5's a concern as well. Pink 4, he doesn't want to shave that just the wrong way. It's caught it heavy enough to open.
Little things like that just going in favour of Fedor Gorst. If he hits the pink a little fuller, he's kicking at this ball. The only American left in this year's Open is Oscar Dominguez. He's about to break in rack 1. His match is just starting. He's playing a former champ, 2019 champion, Joshua Filler. And he scratched on the break.
Yeah, I caught the one a little heavy. Filler, you want to keep him in the chair as long as possible, but now ball in hand to start that match.
Yeah, now we're down to the final 16, and you know, we're playing on TV. We have these kind of mini breaks, don't we? These ad breaks after every 3 racks. So after this rack, Fedor will sort of walk out to the arena to his team. He's got a couple of people here with him, and He'll start to feel a little bit better. Miscued before in the match. This should get there.
Yeah, another thing, another attribute. Not only all the greats, but Fedor Gorst can't be afraid, right? To work the rock if needed.
Not really been paying attention, actually. I know Fedor pulls the little extension out of his pocket and puts it on his cue, but has he been doing that this event?
Not as much, I don't think. Don't see it coming off as much anyways. Don't know if it's been on there the entire time either. He's got a lot of different ways he kind of configures the cues and the jump cues and whatnot. Very detailed individual.
Yeah, just before Fedor knocks these couple of balls in, Won Kwok Han over on table 4 has took the lead. He was 5-0 down. He's now 8-7 up. And with a break and roll. Tables 2, 3 and 4. Plenty of action happening over there. The crowd all week have been congregating over there because Jeremy, you get to see all them 3 tables.
Yeah, a sweet spot to watch a lot of championship pool, and we had those 4 tables set up, which was a real best there in Florida. Of course, the main table here with Fedor Gorst and Zielenski. Tell you, a match hadn't started yet. Woo Kun Lin, who put on the performance of the tournament yesterday in a 10-0 rout to Morris Newhausen, and poor Morris didn't really have anything to do with it. It was 9 breaking runs, I believe it was, out of the 10 games won.
Yeah, the alternate break brigade are out in force. 6-pack from Woo Kun Lin. That's the highest I've heard about on the circuit.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing. The guy he's playing, after having that one in Vegas earlier this year, has really upped his game, Dennis Gravy. Probably playing the best pull of his career at, what, the mid-30s?
Yeah, knocking out the current world champion, Dennis Grabe.
Yeah, convincingly also at 10-3, I believe it was. Got a few different shots here. He could try to fluke the 8, come in rail first on the blue 2, let the cue ball slide down the rail. Gives it a bit of a chance. There's Bo Annan, the split screen to tie it at 8-8. What's your mentality after up 5-0 and now you're down 8-7, even though you tie it in breaking?
Well, the match he won last night against Show.
Foul stroke.
He hit the point.
Yeah, he hit the point and it straightened out. I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that before. I thought my eyes were fooling me.
Yeah, it looked like one of those. Oh, wow. Looked like one of those AI they create with the pool balls doing things that they just can't do.
Yeah, a piece of the ball. I'm as shocked as you, Wiktor. We're all shocked. Fundamentals of Gorst are very, very good. Stays very, very still if you watch his head.
Yeah, everything from top to bottom, really. I think he's built perfectly for a pool player. Good 6 feet tall or so. And even longer than that, you may say. That's the feeling I get. But if you ever get the overhead, everything very straight up and down. As far as the elbow, the wrist, the shoulder, everything in line, which is a bonus, I think. Caught a little bit of the rail there. I don't know if he's got enough angle to shoot that 2-rail stun like he likes so much. Probably be a high ball straight down the table.
Extension called.
Yeah, it is the stun. 2 cushions. No worries on the 7 because the 8's very playable. This type of shot can get a little worrisome if the 8's tucked away somewhere, but really hard to have problems.
Yeah, you can see with the overhead, it's got a nice little angle. He's done well here, Fedor. He's done really well.
Yeah, I think that's another one of the type of shots he's improved at or uses more often. Rolling the ball with spin to open up the angle rather than before he used to stun all the time.
That's that flyweight they were trying to get us, Jeremy, at the top of the show.
Yeah. One small victory.
Fedor Gorst wins his 7th round.
That's what I like about his break. You know, certain players can hit them harder on the circuit, but they choose not to. They take the pace. Gorst goes full pelt.
Yeah, there's a push-out option here. It does have a little piece of the blue too, but is there any future playing without the push-out? Can he ease this between the 2 balls and go up table? Does he need to come behind the brown maybe off the top cushion? That's the thing about 9-ball pool that I think spectators don't realize. You know, you can only practice probably 5 to 10% of the shots. There's so many out there. You know, you talk about 9 round ball object balls and the cue ball and all the different combinations of things you can see. Good luck practicing them all. Oh, crafty here. Needs a little speed on it. But
He may have left the gap, you know.
learned a little something there, though. You can see the intent.
You've heard us talk about Aloysius Yap. Was the man from Singapore. He's won the last 2 Open events on the circuit. He won the UK Open in May, and then just a couple of weeks ago down in Florida, the inaugural Florida Open. It was Yap who beat SVB
Sorry, just on.
to lift the Golden Palm Trophy. I know just a few of his matches this week. He said he's not been firing on all cylinders, but he's against Roda.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, he's had one fortunate roll I saw over there in that match, but other than that, it's been a clinic. And you know, talked about it in the opener that felt like there were some arms that were tight. Maybe they loosen up now, getting to this final 16. Yap's a guy that's had a lot of success on the East Coast and a former finalist here.
Needs to hit a rail, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. What a great shot with the bridge. Jacked up.
Yeah, if he doesn't catch it dead full, he probably doesn't get a cushion. So keeping the heat on Zielenski to play another jam-up safety. Seems like that's what it's going to take to get a shot. Dragging him behind the 3. Tough little play here. That's some nice hands, Carl.
Nailed. That's what that was. He nailed it. Can only come off this left rail by the looks of it, and he's got to hit this quite soft. Watch the cue ball arc. He's trying to arc it just below the brown 7. Oh, this could give us a real good look if he pulls this one
10.
off.
Yeah, sometimes I may just mass say it.
5. Foul stroke. Ball in hand.
Opened up a hair of a problem with the 4-5 also, so Zielenski's got a chance.
And please start the clock.
It was always going to be a tough hit.
Yeah, that type of shot I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't hate a player if they just went for the full-blown masse down the rail and then let it arc without using the side cushion. You know what I mean? Try just see what you can do, just trying to bend the ball yourself. Such a mental game. You know, I don't think this really hurts Zielenski. Fedor coming back with a few games right there. I think he expects a dogfight, really, something that's not going to be easy. Oh my. Are you really serious? You make that mistake? Wow, talk about a body blow, a self-inflicted body blow.
Careless. Now kicking off one rail.
Extension called.
Middle pocket is there, obviously. The 8 and the brown 7 could come to the rescue. This has landed a little awkward. Fedor might have to jack up, Jeremy.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, regardless if it's jacked up or leveled out, we're going to see one heck of a shot, or one heck of an attempt at a shot. What's he looking at there, Carl? Is he looking at crossing this?
10.
Looking at crossing this with speed. Watch out for the upper left corner. Oh, nifty. Kind of nifty.
Interesting, though, to not even think about jacking up.
Well, he talked about it at the World Championships that when it came down to on the fence a little bit, he was going to go on the safety side of things. And that didn't get him the title, but it did get him to the final.
10.
Oh, he was trying to use the 8 to hold the cue ball, maybe. Really, putting the onus on getting the purple 5 to the top cushion.
Kind of get the vibe that this rack's more important for that man there, Zielenski, than it is for Fedor. Trying to use the green 6, and whenever you've got that type of shot on a pool table, so difficult to get the hook behind one ball.
All right, Josh Filler up 3-0, but broken scratched. Oscar's made a couple little mistakes already. He's got to get this one going. Can't let Filler, I mean, they're all great front runners. All great players are great front runners. I don't ever know of any that aren't. But Filler especially can make it really run off and hide away from you.
Yeah, you could be forgiven for thinking, you know, these one-sided score lines are all because it's winner breaks, but Dominguez scratched on the opening break, missed a kick shot in the next.
Knew he wasn't getting the safety, or the snooker rather. Just a containing shot. Now this is the type of shot, I like coming 2 cushions to the upper right corner rather than behind the 6 myself. I think you lose the 5 a little more often. And the 8 can come 2 rails and get in the way. So we'll see how he plays it. But you see how the 5 pushed over a little more? Now, whether he played that or not, it's going to work out. Pretty good cue ball.
Wants maximum distance here, just to make the pot a little tougher.
can't really go forward. Throw one row across.
10.
Yeah, John Lehman has to warn the players on 10, and that was right on the backswing. I don't know if that had any implications.
Yeah, Dominguez has missed the 4 up in the corner. Pretty routine shot, so he needs time away from the table. If he gets that chance, maybe take a timeout. Keep you informed, though. All right, Carl, got to have good speed here with the 7 where it lays on the rail and the 8 on the other side. This is not easy, especially stunning 2 cushions. You got to go far enough to get a shot, but not too far to be falling kind of straight.
Yeah, I hear you, Jeremy. I hear you. Let's look at the cue ball. Looks a little light. Not happy he's Gorst. He's mumbling to himself. Conservative. He's playing very smart. He's keeping the pressure on his opponent. Don't want to fly at a bank and give an easy starter. Table 4. One clock 5-0 down. This is the state of play now. He's just played the safety shot. Both players coming round to have a look what he's left. Meanwhile, Zielinski's flying at full table banks.
Had a little by design there with the backdoor safety.
Yeah, that shot does come up a lot.
I think Rota's got a look here at this 7. Oh no, he had to play off the bottom end. He's going to give up
10.
a bit of a look as well. Excuse me, Bohannon.
5.
Yeah, there's that many
What a
Filipinos.
shot.
And Gorst is perfect on the 8 with a fin snipper. We're only 8 racks in. This match has really served us up. Both players feeling it, but has to be said at 4 apiece. Gorst will be the happier of the 2. It's blue 2, leave it on the top rail. He could go forward and lock him behind the 8, but that leaves an easier kick.
Yeah, why not cut the 2 in like he did earlier? Off the push out, I believe it was. Yeah, Duong had a shot at the 7. It wasn't easy, but definitely a chance to close that match out. Missed it by some piece. He's rolling forward, it looks like. You would figure he'd chop the right side and run the cue ball.
Yeah, that was the shot. Where's the cue ball going to end up? Not happy again.
Yeah, and Jeffrey Rota's just run into a buzzsaw of Aloysius Yap. Definitely brought his best game here when it means the most moving forward.
10.
That's going to be okay here to get behind the purple. Keep the jumper jumping.
Yeah, very good safety.
Extension called.
can hear the round of applause. That's because on table number 4, it's going to be a 1-rack shootout. We're tied at 9-9. Wasn't far away.
May have gotten a hair of a snooker here and maybe on the wrong side of this blue 2 to get to the red 3. It looks like he can cheat it.
Sorry.
Hard to have full control of that cue ball though, so is there an alley for a scratch here maybe? Trying to slide down the rail.
10.
Played it with follow.
Yeah, and he's got to think this one through. He's obviously going to run off the red 3, but with the 5-6 there, if he leaves him any gap, Gorst is going to have a pretty routine safety, you would think. So he wants this to bounce a bit. Pretty good stuff there.
Hope the table fitter's done his job here. Joshua Filler's about to win rack 5. That's 5-0 now. The German. Playing this with pace. It's gone wrong. He's had a Gorst roll.
Yeah, big roll there. And, you know, going to the ad break here after game number 9. Couldn't agree with you more that I feel like this game's much bigger for Zielenski at the moment than it is Fedor Gorst.
Extension cool.
Yeah, you'd like to come across the face of this, maybe send the cue ball towards the green and the purple. But with the 7 there, I think it's a little dicey judging that. Yeah, that's what you want, though, percentage-wise, that gives you maybe another chance at the table.
Fedor's so good in this situation, though, just piling the pressure on. Always seems to pick out the right shot. Going for the bank to the side pocket.
Ten. 5.
The Gorst roll is going to be known as.
Yeah, you can get it right here in Atlantic City at Harris, the Gorst roll, but he's had a couple here. Let's throw in. I think if he can get to the good side of this 3, he may be able to throw that 5 in the upper left corner. He's got to spin it.
10.
He's got to get to what is our right side of the 3.
He's going off the edge.
5.
No, he's not.
Oh, he played the nice safety behind it. Crafty young man.
Not forgot about table 4, the match between Duong and Michael, tied at 9 apiece. Michael broke off, didn't have a shot on the blue 2, played a push, they're both on the 2 ball still. How about that one, Double J?
Yeah, very good. All control and all by design. Very similar to Filler, right? As far as improving that side of their games. Going from, you know, not ever bad at it, but not one of the top guys in that department. Now both of them, I think, are considered two of the best.
Just got a glimpse of Fedor looking over his shoulder because table number 4 is right next to Fedor, and Michael's just knocked a good blue 2 ball in. And he's got a chance for the match over there.
On a little straight here, so may draw back for the brown 7 in the right middle. Josh Filler not letting Oscar to the table much. He's about to extend to 6-0. He will punish you for every little mistake.
10.
Fly number 2.
Yeah, does he have a pocket here? Does this cut in the side? Looks steep to me. That's a good look at the overhead, but it is thin.
And with you, JJ, this is thin. Did well though. Cue ball looks to be okay. Just keeps grinding, Fedor, doesn't he? Just keeps fighting, never gives up, even when he's clearly not playing his A game.
Yeah, what I always label Carl is he never stops working. You know, he's got his process. I think that's why he holds up under pressure so well. He really relies on that process and then trusts it fully.
10.
From table 4 because Bohannon has a chance for the match.
Fedor Gorst
We're on the main table.
Got it done. You know, the Filipino flag, when it's next to it and they're overseas, you know they can play, but it's just amazing. It's not always the big name Filipinos, but they keep making deep runs. You know, and this guy, Fedor Gorst, our #1 player in the world. A lot of tools. He's got a lot of assets when it comes to the game of 9-ball. But to me, the one that separates even more is this one right here. I think the break shot, when it gets going, he can do a lot of damage quickly.
Cue needs to slow down, which it does.
Yeah, but not afraid. You know what I mean? Like, even there, he wanted to draw back to get that angle on the 3 rather than settling like a lot of players would. A little more distance and not as sweet on the 3 ball. Let's see, you're going for position here. Is he coming across into him?
5.
Playing for the combo.
Extension code.
Needs a bit of work, this one. Jeffrey Roder
Extension.
has won his first rack today. He trailed 9-1 though.
This is definitely missable. Don't really care how great you are. It's, you know, you're behind the ball. It's a blind pocket. Got to cut the pink into a bit of a cut on the 9. It's the type of shot also you don't want to roll, so you miss the pocket a little bit. I don't think it's going to be so friendly.
Wonderful. A quick break and run gives Gorst a 2-rack lead.
Yeah, I just just had a quick glance at Zielenski over there in the chair, and of course he's trying to maintain sweep play here on the 4-9, but I think he's looking at that simple position.
WNT.TV. You can see the end of that one. Back to the Gorst break.
That's the other thing, you know, you talked about him breaking firm. It seems like it gets firmer as the match goes on. Really no fear on that end.
Yeah, I just prefer it when the players unleash on the break. I think it does wonders for your Q arm as well once you start getting right.
Yeah, I think just that energy alone does so much for the player. Again, an awkward one here. You're going to chip the left side of the 2, go up behind the 3. Not easy to could knock the 2 away to the left of the 7 and go up on the brown 7 also. I think both are okay. So it's not the green he's going behind here. It should be the brown 7. He's got to cut this 2 quite a bit. Yeah, just get the simple snooker when you feel like the momentum's on your side.
Extension call.
That's 2 Raylo. He needs to back it up though now. This is a big, long 3 ball here.
Yeah, I kind of look at the face of Zielenski there as he's chalking his cue. It's kind of like, let's man up now. Let's bury a big ball. That's what we do against Fedor Gorst.
Looks to be pretty good.
Yeah, really good at this shot, holding the ball. Kind of like that light draws, nip in the bottom of the ball.
Because last night here in Atlantic City, in the final 32, he also won 10-9. Team Marboys.
10.
And he's got a lot of fans and all the players that are not in the event, they're all here cheering him and Chua on. What a nice...
Yeah, I think our last match of this round just kicked off. Dennis Graby against Woo Kun Lin, 2 guys that are in just great form and maybe not discussed enough, really. The path they've led. Graby, he's had taken down some great players in ease, former or reigning world champion Carlo Beato, and then Woo Kun Lin had 9 racks and out, or 9 racks breaking runs out of 10 yesterday, so
Please restart the clock. Thank
hard
you.
to overlook those 2.
Yeah, we'll pay close attention to that match. Obviously just starting out over on table 4.
Yeah, big bank shot from Zielenski here to start this rack, trying to tie it at 6 apiece.
Yeah, it's incredible. 9-ball pool, how it goes back and forth, and you know, 1 minute you sat in your chair and you're looking a little sad, and a rack or two later you feel on top of the world.
Hottest player on tour, Aloysius Yap, has 3 balls to clean up with a 9-2 lead over Jeffrey Rota, one of the other hottest players on tour, really, without a win. The big win anyways. But Yap is play here in this final 16.
These are the last 3 balls. Cue ball is perfect.
Wiktor Zielenski wins the 12th rack.
Yeah, well done, Wiktor Zielenski.
Mentioned what his face looked like. I loved it. A little grit in there. Then he went for that bank on the 2. He might have another here. Probably not, though, just because position's pretty tough. But you got to take it to those if you're going to take him down.
Yeah, it looks like the blue 2 has come a little high as well for the. I believe there'll be a safety shot coming.
Well, he's really good at kind of like floating the ball into these safeties, maybe behind the 4-9 here as he banks the 2 up to the top cushion. Really good at those types of shots. And he's been real good on the safety side in this match also. It's just been a couple of little things. Namely, when he got snookered. From nowhere, really. All talent here. All talent trying to use the speed control, and again, he's done real well.
And Gorst will be kicking at this from the right hand side of the table. Dennis Gray won the opening rack over Wu Kun Lin.
Extension called.
Well, after not really seeing much time at the table and making a few mistakes when he did, Oscar Dominguez, after trailing 6-0, has got a 6-7-9 to get it back 6-3. That's certainly within striking distance. Yeah, I don't think he wants to go 2 cushions here unless he really threatens missing the entire 2 ball. And the reason why the 2 cushions is so dangerous.
10.
It's at this angle, easy to scratch in the upper left behind
5.
the 2. Yeah, got the 2 in front of it, but it's going to give up a nice shot to Zielenski and a chance to regain the lead.
Oscar Dominguez does win that rack, so he now trails by 3.
I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like Zielenski has forgot about the situation and kind of forgotten about his opponent. Really dug in deep here and now is feeling a lot better about himself, what he's doing out there.
Yeah, almost like he's started to relax the more the match has gone on.
He's going to fall a little straight here. Just got past it, so now he can follow the cue ball 2 cushions.
Aloysius Yappi's just made his way past the commentary booth, the biggest smile you've ever seen on Singaporean. Why wouldn't you be? He's having the season of his life.
Yeah, Zielenski just taking a second glance, keep that same kind of routine from shot to shot. One he excels at back and forth.
Aloysius Yappi's waiting for the winner of Filler and the Mingers.
Wiktor Zielenski wins the 13th rack.
This has been impressive. And she told him off, and then the next time down in Florida a couple of weeks ago, he said, yeah, I better not speak about stuff like that. Trouble. Funny guy.
Yeah, he's always been a treat to be around. Always knew he was going to be some kind of special player, but it's hard to predict what he's done and how he continues to do it. Just one of the most well-liked people and players out there. Now, this could be a little risky, this shot here on the red 3, trying to get on the pink 4.
Nice.
And this ball's got to go, though, still. This table's played a hair slower than the outside. I'm not sure he's on it or not. Seems pretty happy. But you got to feel good the way he struck the 3. I mean, if you're moving forward in this match and given the opportunities, it looks like he's going to close the door.
Extension called.
That's dressed up nice.
Yeah, just a little kill stroke coming off the side cushion. One that he kind of prefers, really.
Just trying to think, Jeremy, from Gorsty's lead, where did it go wrong? Has he done much wrong?
I don't recall. It was 6-4. He certainly made a ball on the break. Is that where he ended up short on the safety? He tried to cut the 2 over between the 5-4, go all the way up and down, and I think Zielenski played a real nice safety, getting the best of it in that regard. A couple of tactical exchanges, but now it's been a lot of running racks since.
Yeah, it's not been much from Gorst anyway.
That's really a lot of what Gorst does to others is what Zielenski's doing to him.
Wiktor Zielenski wins the 14th rack.
From 6, 4 down.
Watch the replay here on the 9. It goes one rail across, always between a few balls. So it looks like your tournament feint. The same cue ball. All right, Gorst has got to come down and get to the bottom rail below this pink 4. Then he's got a natural to go into the 5-6. Ball in hand, he should be able to gather that angle. We'll see if he has some other plan, but you would figure I would like a little more angle than that on the 3, really. He likes to maybe stun down a hair, light stun rather than roll. Just needs below the pink 4 a little bit is all. Oh, this is too light. This isn't what he wanted. Unless he's just going to bank the 5. You can see a little tap of the hair, a little tap of the chalk to the table. So I think he was trying to get that angle to open these balls.
Yeah, massive few moments coming up here in the context of this match. 9-6 with Wiktor breaking, or 8-7 with Fedor breaking is
10.
worlds apart.
Yeah, and he's got a lot more angle on this bank than it appears. So Does he kind of hold it with a soft draw? I don't think he's going to roll it. I could put the cue ball over the 8. Missed one bank early cross side. Actually missed 2, but one that you would really, really like him to make. Okay, he's going to kind of ease it, I think.
Both points. The purple 5 stays up.
Remember the cross bank early that he missed on the 2 ball after the push out, almost made the 7. Then there was another bank after that I really fancied him to make. They're kind of in between because he had to soft draw it. I think that's a missable bank for any player. Oh no. Wow.
He found one of them Gorst rolls.
Yeah, that I think that was all about the 9 ball. He didn't want to end up over the 9, trying to draw back for the 6. Maybe lucky not only to get a shot, but could have easily drawn that cue ball in the side. So we're going to go to the ad break, or we should, with Zielenski winning 5 in a row.
What a story we have breaking out here. From 6-4 up. The defending champion, the world number of the match, and a spot in the quarterfinals.
Does he have any of this, Carl? Is there a bank? I don't think so. Been awesome with some kick shots. Don't like the jump myself, but he may attack it.
He is attacking it. He's got the short stick in his hand. He's going for the game. He's going for the win.
I do like that mentality. You say it all the time that you got to take it away from the best players in the world, and got to really hit this well to keep the cue ball on the table, though, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you can't fault him here for having a go at this. Nails it, being lucky not to be on the 3. Cue ball's close. Cue ball's gone.
Ball in hand.
Fedor still alive.
Please start the clock.
May well regret the decision now.
Yeah, looking at him play it, it's the right decision, honestly. Got over that ball. Wasn't much of the purple 5 to get over. And there was certainly, most likely, like you said, a reward with position on the red 3 to end this match if he buries that 2 ball. So if I'm on the Zielenski ship, I didn't mind going down with that.
Ten. Ten.
Yeah, he wasn't sure at first, but ended up pretty perfect.
Off the clock, please.
I could shoot the 5 and kind of roll towards the green 6.
Please reset the clock to 30 seconds and start the clock.
Can't blame Fedor for taking a few extra seconds here. His title is on the line. He needs to win the last 4 racks. And of course, he'll just go step by step. Just try and keep the heat on his opponent. Gonna be feeling it, Zielenski. No doubt about it.
Yeah, I think you could tell that just from the look after the break and how intently he was on it, whether he was going to get a clean shot at the blue 2, trying to keep Gorst in the chair.
2 players left in the field now that have held that trophy, the Barry Berman trophy. Jason Shaw was the 3rd, but he's out. He lost to Coping Yeet. In the last 16, that was the first match on the TV table. Joshua Filler is the other one. He's on the hill, 9-3. The only American to make it through the final 16. Other than the man at the table.
Got a little straight here. He'll just draw it back to get a little closer. I don't think he'll really try to force things too much. A little bit of stun to get a little better angle on the 9. It's going to be all about the break shot. This 9's going down.
Joshua Filler just missed a long 2 ball for the match. Oscar's back at the table.
White ball and the 9. Those are the 2 that. Cue ball. Oof, he's dodged that. I don't know if the 2's going to open. Did open for safety.
Possible bank shot will be very brave.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to stitch him right behind the 7, but I know the bank's facing him right there. It's kind of like it's hard to pass on those banks when they sit so nice, but oh, I don't know. He didn't put no right spin. I thought he would put right spin and try and throw the 2 a couple cushions. He actually went the other way with left spin. He may have served up a look.
He's left it. I can see Gorst walking back to the chair, distraught. And with you, JJ, a little bit of right. Even 2 rails and 8 would have been okay.
Extension cool.
Yeah, he went with actually a hair of left, trying to straighten the 2 out where it wouldn't hit the 8, where I thought he would what it wanted to do. But that shot's over with. It's all about Zielenski to finish.
Fears the worst.
Yeah, those are those looks where you just can't do anything about it.
Boy, that was tight.
Yeah, and you could tell he kind of squeezed it a little bit. Right hand got a little hand pressure on the back. Now it's all about maintaining. They're there.
Needs to bounce, Jeremy.
Yeah, now he's going to have to find a 3-rail route.
That's nerves, that, because he should be center of the table.
Yeah, especially a shot that he usually excels at. Really, that leveling out, going back and forth. I like going 3 rails here myself. He's going to just pinch it, take the shot. And he's going to have one heck of a tester here. I thought he would at least consider 3 cushions between the 6-9.
This shot, this finish, has just got a whole lot harder.
Yeah, the good thing is it's real natural to catch the 2nd rail right before the side, so.
Fedor Gorst is still in the match.
Yeah, remember the thin 7 he cut in early. Wonder if he's going to reflect back on that for this 5 ball.
Extension cool. Extension, please.
Really thin. And this is where Gorst will, I'm sorry, Carl, kind of look at things a little different than others. Some would say, man, I got to go for this to try and bury it. But if he likes the percentage to kick behind it or whatever, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, and who could fault him? Okay, is it the kick or is it the thin snipperoo?
He's got a hair right spin. He's going. Watch out for the scratch where he's standing.
10.
Beautiful. This needs to hold up. Is he going to be jacked? Handed, that's going to help. Clean. That was really clean.
A real aggressive stroke, just trusting the bend of the cue ball and the throw with the right spin. The fighting 5 never caught a cushion.
10.
He's one of the best stunners in the game, but this 7's up quite a piece. So if he's trying to stun 2 rails to the top cushion, you flinch at all, you could lose the cue ball.
Ten.
Yeah, he decided to draw because that stun was so dicey. Just narrowly getting there.
Can't stress how scary this shot past the middle actually is. It's about to go deadly silent in here. Got to watch that
10.
middle point, the far point. He's still alive, Jeremy. He's still alive.
Yeah, one heck of an out here. At the back to the wall, but Zielenski's going to be feeling that will.
Just get back down centre of the table here. Don't pull out the shot. This is the key shot now. He's got to get on this pink 4. Then pink 4 all the way back up top for the purple 5.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to draw to what would be his right side of the table.
10.
You let a rip there.
Going to come around the back of the 8. Yeah, that's the shot I seen. That was my instinct. That's beautiful. It really is, under the gun. Can't stress how much of a good shot that was.
Extension cool.
Everybody is glued to the main table. 9-6 down, Gorst was.
Yeah, he'll just draw this back past the 9. Somewhat of a stop shot on the 8.
10.
We are seeing why Gorst is the world number 1. And why he's the defending champion. He has got so much heart.
10.
Fedor Gorst wins the 18th rack.
Gorst wins the last 3 racks. Break.
Cue ball's going to go up table. It's going to get near the cushion, but he does have a pocket. And he will attack.
Lower right corner.
Well, I tell you, past this first shot, this is a pretty good spread to have when the nerves are high. Trying to fight for your tournament life.
Yeah, striking down on the cue ball. I think he just put the extension on the back of his cue there. Remember what we were talking about, Jeremy?
Yeah, and I wonder. You know, I'm trying to think of the last shots he shot in the last rack. Maybe he had it all for those, but I wonder if he's adding it for this one. Because this one really kind of needs a heavy stun or some type of draw stroke. Definitely going to elevate a bit. Oh, he's stunning.
10.
You could see the idea.
Yeah, and under the pressure, hard to fault playing it that way. A lot of say, well, why didn't he just draw to the side rail and out? Well, that too becomes way more missable that way, and he can position just the same with the stun stroke.
Yeah, just flicking the red. If he misses it, he's on it. Got to get this one
10.
right.
Extension call.
Is he easily going behind the 6 here?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to be careful where you leave the red.
I feel like he can follow through this and get the 3 across while trying to just dive the cue ball behind the green 6. He was kind of cueing a little more centerish, so I'm kind of wondering, is he stunning to the 6 to get the 3 more up table? Yeah, that'll do.
The ghost has put Zielenski in jail.
Yeah, the top rail, the side rail, top rail, not an option. So he's got to kick 1 rail across. He may get to the back of it off the 2nd rail. Type of shot
Extension
you see
call.
kicked in a little more often than you would think. Maybe kicking and cutting it down the rail.
What a great hit. It's going to leave a shot for Fedor Gorst to somehow win this match.
And again, this is the out you want. There's a little work from the 6 to the 7, but with the 5 near, got to believe he's going to dress up nicely on the green 6 and make this rack as easy as possible. Now he's gotten a little straight here, so this could have a little effect.
A little careless there.
Yeah, if he comes anywhere above it or even falls behind it a little bit, he's okay. He's still okay. Now he's got to make a little bit of a decision. Is he drawn to the in rail and back out?
Surely not, but look how straight he is. Yeah, that's why he did that. Nice. Good poke.
Yeah, and I think as much as anything, I think this is why he's the best and continues to do what he does. Is he doesn't back off the shot, no matter the situation.
Ten.
Back rail because of the angle. What is Zielenski thinking? I'm sure he's still thinking about that positional shot. He had a glorious chance to win the match. Something about Fedor Gorst that finds himself in these positions in the biggest pool tournaments we have. What is it? Wants this to bounce, but not find the top rail.
Yeah, that's really good. It's got options. You can stun one row out, which under the pressure I kind of like, but could go forward, could draw. It's got all kinds of options.
The first match between Shaw and Coe was completely one-sided. Shaw didn't really get a look at the table. This one has served up an absolute treat. One of the matches of the week.
Ten.
JJ, you've been around pool a long time. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Well, Fedor Gorst, after this comeback, the fans are certainly behind him. He's going to be a tough guy to beat.
The Ghost, Fedor Gorst, the defending champion.